Welcome back to Danganronpa. Yeah, you see this? This is all sorts of messed up. And it's time we investigate this matter. Toko? Don't tell me, Toko too? Relax. She just passed out when she saw the blood. Oh, that's right. When Toko is, Toko, she has a fear of blood, huh? They tried everything to get her to wake up, but no, just leave her be for now. It's like you said, you should just leave her alone for now. Another hammer. Now it's Justice Hammer 4, and it's even bigger than before. Is that suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka too?
Sorry.
But why is it Justice Hammer 4? Huh? What do you mean? Celeste was attacked with Justice Hammer 1. Then Hifumi was hit with Justice Hammer 2. But this time, it was Justice Hammer 4. What happened to number 3? What's the matter? Well, when you mentioned Justice Hammer 3, you just reminded me. I'll tell you, do you know something? Actually, Taka's not the only one that's been killed. Hifumi's dead too. Hifumi's been killed? Yeah. Which is why you came to get us. Then we better go check it out. Of course, come on. So Sakura, Byakuya, and I rushed out of the physical lab. But as soon as we were out of the physical lab, Celeste, aren't you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office? Something has come up. Yeah, I heard. Fumi's dead, right? Well, that's not all. It's gone. Eh? What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared? Hifumi's body has disappeared! What? What are you talking about? It's disappeared. Don't be ridiculous. Are you serious? What the heck is happening here? Everyone back to nurse's office. I practically leapt down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I reached the nurse's office completely out of breath. I couldn't believe my eyes. Hifumi's body was just there a few minutes earlier. It just disappeared? Yes, so that's went to the bathroom. But we were only gone for like a minute. And then when we got back, this must be the work of the culprit. They must have come and carried the body away. They must be really enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightening. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightening, confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died. I don't believe this. I don't believe a body would just disappear. First there were 2 letters, and now one of the bodies has been taken. This is unimaginable. Oh, that would be 2 murders! Taka's been killed. We found him in the equipment room. Can't be Taka too? be. It can't be.
Asakina.
Calm down. We're all gonna die. All of us. We're gonna kill all of us. Then who might the next target be? Toko? Huh? I completely forget. She's still unconscious in the equipment room. You left her at the scene of the crime? We didn't have a choice. She passed out and she refused to wake up. So she's still unconscious. Wait. So you knew she was still up there and said nothing? Why? That's annoying. That thing see me wherever I go. We'd be better off without her.
Sama.
You bastard. Calm down. You forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone stop fighting! Right now we need to hurry back! I can't take this more. I don't want anyone else to die! Yaksha, if something's happened to Toko, I'll never forgive you. We shot out the nurse's office and bolted up the stairs, heading back to the third floor. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed. When we got there... Toko! Thank God you're okay. But right away I noticed there was something very different about her. I think there was something very different here. It was gone. Taka's body, which should have been right there, had disappeared. This can't be happening. Are we all hallucinating all this or something? No, it's not a hallucination. I know I saw it before. And what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before. What are you saying? Taka disappeared too? Stop saying disappeared. It didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously, whoever did this has hidden the body. But why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Anyway, our costume suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. We gotta hurry up and catch him before he kills all of us! Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that. Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies? When Hifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the third floor. After that, we split into two groups. And now this time, you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. Hold on a sec. Kyoko has been an alibi for Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love. That's not it at all! Well, anyway, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi. Which means the suspicious individual we're looking for can be none other than Hiro. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. That's right. There's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
So,
as long as that rule's in place, there'll not be a third murder. If they were to break that rule... I'd mince you without a second thought! Mince you, grind you, turn you to paste! By the way, did you know that fish paste can also refer to shellfish, like shrimp or crabs? Indeed. So since 2 people have been killed, there's no possibility of any more. You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Doctor? Which means you knew Taka was never in danger. I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without her, though. Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. The 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed, and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it, is Hito. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where'd she go? Oi, Makoto. What's the matter? Huh? No, it's nothing. Whatever. We need to find those bodies, or our little narrative here can't move forward. Very well. Let's split up and begin searching. There's no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case. I know that. I mean, I think I do, but... If you're still not something. Okay, thank you. No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. Okay. So we're going here. In the art room. The door must be locked. Is this a statue of Monokuma? It doesn't have anything I need, so let's get away from it. Okay, I'm gonna be doing a bit of awareness, which is leave. So next will be the rec room. found something. Nothing is related to this case, but I'm finding coins anyway. What the heck is with this thing? And next we strangely go into a classroom. Getting tired of this. Really. There we go.
Oi.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. You mean... I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies have both been in the repository. I've already told you, so we'll go. Their bodies were in the repository? Back in the art room. Going the wrong way. Are the bodies here somewhere? Up ahead is the repository. The door not turned. I guess it's unlocked. We have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw. The two bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time. And so here we are! Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file! I was gonna hand it out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right! Just hand it over already. And make sure to investigate with all your mental mind to prepare for the class trial! Okay, see you later! Well, then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
なんなの?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know.
ひどいよ.
Dead! Gone forever. They're not coming back. Awful. It's just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
誰がこんなこと。どうしてなの?
Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. This was... What?
蘇生した。ここどこ。寒いよ。雪国。山田、しっかりして。え？ああ、そうか。思い出した。希望が峰学園。しっかりして頑張ってよ。思い出したよ。僕はみんなと出会う前からみんなと出会ってたんだね。
His memories are all blending together. There's nothing he's felt off as.
はあ、光だ。光が広がっていく。まるで彗星のように。山田、誰にやられたの？誰があんたを襲ったの？犯人は誰なの？犯人？犯人の名前、僕は知ってる。いや、家康。
Thanks, Big. His eyes closed. And they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more Tina's no matter how many more Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality. You've no tears, do you? No blood in your veins. No calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
黙れ。
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. And now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said, yes, you're right.
もしかすると
Hagakure Yasuhiro. That's the only person he could have been referring to.
つまり
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people, and even killing Taka and Hifumi. And then going so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hiro is? If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. He killed two of my friends.
まあいいだろう
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble. Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Now we investigate. First, better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kyotaka Ishimaru. Cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It's thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
妙だな
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That's no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe. There's something else that's been bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
もし
Without a doubt. She has an alibi when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice! What are you doing here?
モノクマ登場だよ
Oh, don't be rude! I'm here to answer your question! What question?
うん
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, did I? During the first class trial?
ついでにそこのぬいぐるみに聞いておきたいんだが共犯者が存在した場合はそいつの黒になるのか
では答えましょう殺人の際共犯者を味方につけることは可能ですが卒業できるのは実行犯である黒い地名のみです
つまりいくら殺人を手伝ったところで共犯者は得しないのね
じゃあ共犯者ってのはなさそうだな
つまり
So are you saying nobody worked together this time?
あのね
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you didn't forget. No matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one black can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
つまり
Then we only need to figure out who that one black in this that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
じゃあ
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is the one true blacken who devised the matter plot to put it into action. The true blacken, so just one person. That's enough for explaining! Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blacken. Good luck to all the contestants! So there can only be one blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. And I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. That's true, but Kyoko, where are you?
Sorry.
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation. I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information. You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone as suspect just in case? I'll talk about the words fiend, genocide, jockey. You mean Joe? I'm offended! You, when did you... I've been looking all over for you, bastard! When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found! Anyway, you there! Milk sack swimmer girl! Milk sack... Why do I gotta be a suspect? Well, I mean, you are a serial killer? So what, I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the body disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body. Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murder scene for nothing. That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about. On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
No.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. Don't mind. Sure, I'd be totally useless on this investigation anyway.
決まりだ。
And that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Well, let's start investigating. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Taka. He'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, he died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Blue tarp. And then there's this right here. Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office, where he was discovered to here from the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I could think about it later. For now, I had to finish investigating Hifumi myself. Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, his fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was lying on the floor in the nurse's office. Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses! When his body was covered in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that? And why? I'm not looking at that, I'm looking at this. It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. Kinda awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. But wait! Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's bloodstain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And last thing Hifumi said when he died. Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
つまり
Then there's no room to suspect anyone else. What the hell that smell? I hope nobody didn't burn anything. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kind of dumb. Do you think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
なんだ
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is why they bother killing 2 people.
何？
What? Because all the rule says is if you kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number 1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
なるほど。
Hold on. Perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay?
やめろ。
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Oh, what's with that attitude? But you've my appreciation.
じゃあな。
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked to me as if he figured something out. But if he did, would have killed him to tell me what it was? Too damn many aspects to this incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
なら。
Would you like my help? Yes. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. He, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up. So we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 when we began our search. And as soon as we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor. And then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and made conscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byaku, we began searching for the costume's sound. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse office on the 1st, then resumed our search. But not after long, after leaving the nurse's office. What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor, where we split up and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then... What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi! He's in the nurse's office! This is bad. Come on, we have to go back! At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse. Which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what happened.
Sorry.
But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the critical room. Which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all head back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toku who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body had disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office, discovered that his corpse was in fact gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Are we all hallucinating this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there we began our search for both missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she found the bodies. And we all headed to the repository. And there we discovered the 2 bodies that had been apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now.
Sorry.
And bad things have been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. Hey, Akata, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's body disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came right to the repository to, look around. When we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked? And when we came here, as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if it's true, then who locked it and why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. There's only one way in and out of this room. Through the door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there was no one... There's no way someone could have beaten him to the repository. So that certain someone... There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There's some places I already know about. First, the nurse office, where Hifumi was found. The equipment room, where Taka was found. So let's see. Next place we're going is the equipment room. There goes that hammer. This is hammer 4. The weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There's blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. Haha.
I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event.
That's one hell of a drum roll. You know what? Let's just go here. Why are you investigating, Celeste?
I'm not investigating anything precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you?
Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Hifumi was moved, eh?
When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
そうですわね。
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom.
And when you got back, the body was gone.
Be could not have been gone for more than a minute or two. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time. If it seems so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in a couple of minutes, I can't even think of less than possible. Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here for blood transfusions, I guess. Doesn't help me though. I'm not a vampire. But I get a coin for it. Just a normal trash can. Wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. It's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Ugh! Butt's covered in blood! How did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in this trash can.
Huh?
Clean cloth. It's all bloody. Whoever did this must have used it to wipe up someone. Whoever did this, whoever did belong to, must have used it to wipe up some blood. The way it's grammar, the way it's said, it just makes it sound weird. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't slice. Yeah, me either. But I think it might be important. So this is where you are. I've been looking for you. You have? I want to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. Oh, you should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet me in the dining hall. This is the note Hero wrote to us. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship, it was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression. Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things are growing ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already paid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Goodbye. There's a message. So, he said to go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? You know, that's how I'm going to be using the map. Just for, just to get to places quicker than normal. The door's unlocked? I guess I can go inside. I did say to go look. Might not be a great idea, but I'm going to take the plunge. This is Hero's room. There's all kind of weird stuff in here. Where did he even get all? Where did... I saw something just stand out for a moment. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Sort of glitchy. Where did he even get all... Where did he even get it all from? Again, I'm like... It sounds weird to me. More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? I think there's something in this cardboard box. Blueprints for something, and something's made out of... Looks like cardboard, plastic, and plastic. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room. Wait. It's blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Everything about his room burned. Makana, big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko! What? She okay? Where is she? Wait, I was dead. There's more big news. Robo Justice showed up too! Robo Justice? It's Hero wearing the costume.
Yes.
Wait, as soon as you can, head to the pool. On the second floor. I think Kirito and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I had to head to the pool. And I ran to the second floor as fast as I could. Cutscene to the max! Kyoko! And...
やれやれだべ。
Man, I've had the worst day. Transformers, more than meets the derby. Ultra Magnus? Yeah, that's what it looked like. Ultra Magnus. Vito?
So,
I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool locker. Looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up. I still can't believe you kicked me! You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
none.
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
So,
There's something I had to check upon. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind!
なんでもない。ね
Never mind!
え、
More importantly, she says that word. Does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the master?
それで
First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
やれやれだべ。
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep. Don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up, and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Well?
Well, I don't know what someone is saying, but I can't actually get it off. Little help. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make the stupid friggin' thing!
どうやら
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help you. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. Took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Whoo! Feel that! Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
それでは
More to the point, nobody but Hiro will be able to wear the costume.
What?
Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
まったく
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
よろしいですか
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
ひょっとして
It's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone?
ひどいよ
Was Hiro! Shall we tie him up and gag him?
さて
Good idea. We won't want him killing anyone else. To tie me up! Hold on, guys. I think they're going a little far.
そうよ
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, Tacked, blueprints. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
何なの
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. I killed who? I have no idea what you talk about. There must be a fake hero running around.
何言ってんの
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costume attacker?
なんなんだべ
How dare you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me. Fine, you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. If I'm missing a bit. Hina started putting on the Rebel Justice costume.
ああほら見なよふっかふかだし
Very much, yes.
いうかこれ視界が悪すぎるよ足元なんて全然見えないしどこなのって歩き回ってたね
だから俺じゃねえって
しかもこれって腰が全く曲がらないよ明らかな設計ミスじゃん
設計ミスとはひでえぞ
あら
いや今のは勢い余っただけで俺が設計したわけじゃ
どっちにしてもさこれで分かったでしょやっぱりこの衣装を着られるのってハガクレ以外にはいないんだって
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again.
ああ
Well, now you're all out of excuses.
うん
No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was not a guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. The Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this. See, I told you it was impossible! You are absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly. Then there's another costume. That must have been the one that looked the same, but fits him. If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence. Evidence? You claim there's not a suit, yes? And then you must find it and show it to us. But what the heck? Who cares? Hero's the only one who without an alibi during this whole thing anyway. Which is how we know it was him. I mean, is this really true? I have no idea what's going to happen. Because someone like, tell me. She looks lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk. I better leave her alone. If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that somebody's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed, Taka and Hifumi. What? 2? 2 people? Why are you freaking out? You did it. I did not. Wait, hold on. If those 2 were killed, if those are the ones that were killed, that's it. I don't know who did. You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right? Which means Alter Ego and or Chihiro must have done it. I see. That's unfortunate. Eh? Unfortunate. I tried to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong. I know that no. Nope. Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The last thing I remember is going to the rec room. For some reason, I fell asleep. A real killer probably drugged me or something. Not a chance. No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office have chemicals that could do that. Really? I told you. Someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage. A chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even you know it's a lie, you still got shit, right? I think Prado might decide to get out of here and see me! I still don't buy it. Well, you should buy it! Okay, then show us that note! With pleasure. I have it right here in my pocket. Looks like I lost it. That's sure. Wait, you gotta believe me. I want to fly! As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the notes? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it. Why'd you kill them? Tell us, hero. No, it's like I said. Was it really the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Hey, that's a false accusation. Someone help me! Just be thankful we haven't bound against you. If you've the time to yell and carry on, you've time to search for your evidence, right? Ah! You're right! I need to look for a second suit of that in that note. Pete, don't fail me now! I gave him a perfect voice. I guess I better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask, took genocide just virtually. But she and Sakura got into a fight. We have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away. Makoto, do you have something? I want you to help me with the investigation. It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared? No. You reject me so simply. Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay. Thanks. Now then, shall we go? So Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me. Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easy than the living. Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer? Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. I guess we should head that way for now. You know, I'm actually glad there's some music I can actually, I can actually get a little jig with. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid. But only for a moment.
じゃあ
Well, then, let's get started. He crouched down next to Taka and, without hesitation, began poking and prodding the bodies.
やっぱり
What would come of Cloud's life? They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move Fumi's massive corpse. From the nurse office where he was discovered to here at the repository, all the way from the first to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. I just can't see how that's possible. Furthermore, it seems that Hifumi died from a blow to the head. Most likely killed using Justice Hammer 3, which we found in the nurse office. We found his body in the nurse's office. His glasses were covered in blood. Now there's spots. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses clean? But who would do that, and why? Makoto, I found something. You did?
ね
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? You did? Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, you said he had a watch.
じゃあ
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It's most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
そうよ
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Oi, you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock! You know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls!
つまり
If it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning.
でも
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. It appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something white in there.
大事君
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
だって
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper.
ね
As that only had in his hand. Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
そうかしら
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
じゃあ
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. So, did you find anything?
Yeah.
So, did you find anything? I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
So,
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
yeah.
He stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he had hidden it on purpose, you see. In his pants. Wait, so you...
なんで
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means. Pocket.
ね
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like... It better be important for me or I'll never forgive you for it. A note. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. It's me in the equipment room at 6 a.m. That sounds very familiar. That's it. That's the same thing Hiro said. And he was telling us the truth.
だけど
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The time's different. The time's different. Hiro told us his note said to meet at 1 a.m. The note that they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6.
そうかしら
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him.
それは
Part of it been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to part of it being ripped. Maybe you can explain it a little more. Think carefully.
ね
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
じゃあ
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. The note Hifumi had.
ね
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-books, their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks had nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
そうかしら
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out the way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. If Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. Saved by the Bell, I think.
楽しいな学級裁判が始まるぞ。学級裁判、それは花火のような一瞬のきらめき、生と死のぶつかり合いが生む魂の閃光というわけで、そんじゃお前らはいつもの場所に集合をお願いします。学校エリア1階にある赤い扉にしちゃいなよ。ぷぷぷ、じゃあ後でね。
どうやら
It's unfortunate, but I suppose it's where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
行きましょうか。
Well, we better get going. Okay. And this is what is all gonna come down to. So, in the next part, we got our ammo. And all we need to do is put it together and make sense of it. So in the next part, we're going to have the trial and ultimately the conclusion of this case. So yeah, next part, we go into what seems to be a very fast trial. One can only hope. Stay tuned. More of Danganronpa right after this.